So I want to talk about Tarkov and Final Fantasy 11. And
Tarkov and it's Final Fantasy
yeah,
11.
so Final Fantasy 11 is an MMO. We already talked about MMOs, and it was my first MMO I ever got into back when I was like 16. And at first I wanted to play EverQuest, but I had no idea how to set it up and all that kind of stuff. So I was
Mm.
like, let me hop onto. I like Final Fantasy because I played Final Fantasy 9, and let me try and 10. So let me try out this Final Fantasy 11 MMO. And at that time, it was already like kind of established because they had a Japanese only game, the Japanese only Final Fantasy 11. Then it came to the Western side of the world, and so I got on that and I got addicted to it. And the way it relates to Tarkov, in my opinion, is they're both kind of hardcore games. And Final Fantasy 11 is one of those old school kind of MMOs where nothing is really handed to you. Everything, nothing's even explained to you really. I remember early on, I had a quest, and I asked some player character, how am I supposed to start this quest? Like, what am I doing? And all he told me, just read the quest text. It tells you, and that's a damn lie, because that text did not say shit about where to go, what to do, or anything. It was cryptic as hell, and so I know he was just bullshitting. And so I had to look online for everything. How to do this? Look online for the maps. Look online to know where people spawn. Uh, to where people with a specific treasure spawn. And then there's treasure hunters, and you can make certain characters and builds to camp out, or know when someone spawns, what time they spawn, and go, and then try to go and kill them to get their loot, and they might not always drop the loot, and then you can sell that for millions and shit like that of gil. And so
Mm.
it's just everything is uh, just pretty much, you have to do everything from scratch, and you could build yourself up if you put in the time, all that kind of stuff. You could build yourself up and be a beast of a character and have all your shit. If you die, you don't lose your gear or anything like that, but you lose a lot of experience. You can even lose levels, and it takes hours to gain levels in that game. And so that's why I think it reminds me of Tarkov in that way. That can be very hardcore, but if you put in the time and investment, it could be a fun game. But I'm not trying to do that in the game right now. I'm just
Well,
not really trying to
well,
go.
here's the thing. You're comparing a pure old school MMO to Tarkov, and it's not nearly that much time. Nearly that much time. And the thing about Tarkov too, man, is I mean, you got to put the time into it, but as with any game, if you put more time into it, you're gonna get better. But that's also the fun part of Tarkov, man, is that it doesn't hold your hand throughout the learning process. And you can have players, and I see it all the time, man. You can have I've been killed by players who much less skilled than me. You can have players that aren't very good, maybe as far as first person shooting, but because Tarkov is such a different type of game, man, you can just knowing when to move, where players spawn, knowing where certain items spawn, and being at the right place at the right time, and as you learn the game and you play it, you get more of a knack for it, and you start to learn the maps, and you start to learn, okay, this part of the map, this is probably there's more high traffic here. I'm more likely to die if I go this way. Okay, if I go here, I'm less likely to run into players. But I could take this route and get this item that may spawn here and then go out to this route. So the thing about Tarkov, man, is you can play it. You can be one of those guys that just simply wants to just kill every player he sees. You can do that. Or you can be that player that's just trying to scavenge. Like when me and B play, like B is more like, hey man, I'm trying to get the ammo, I'm trying to get the items, I'm trying to get the hell out of here. And I'm like, yo, B, I want smoke. I'm trying to kill motherfuckers. But we can still kind of meet in the middle, and B will go and get his items, and I'll go and get shot in the head, and then B will get his items and he'll extract. But that's the beauty of Tarkov, man. You can play it how you want to play it. See, you don't have to come in that game with guns a blazing and do all this, but you have to be able to be like, all right, I died. It's not the end of the fucking world. Cool. On to the next one. You have to be able to take a loss, man, because for every loss you take, you learn a new lesson. I think that's another one of my favorite things about Tarkov is you're always learning. Like every death is a lesson. You go, okay, well, damn, now I know not to do that. And you go, oh well, shit, motherfucker just shot me in the head out of nowhere. Now I know not to go to that area at the beginning of the game because the
Yep.
players are all spawning in. So if everybody's spawning in and we're all converging to one area, you need to be aware. Hey, more than likely, there's gonna be a player that's coming from the east side. So I need to be wary. And that's the beauty of it, man. That's the beauty of it. And then you have those games, those amazing games where you kill 2 and 3 geared man squads with, with minimal gear, and now you have all their shit, and now you get the extract. And guess what? Now you have all these expensive items that you get to use from a player that was 30 levels higher than you. And that's the great part, man. You can be a level 3 and kill a level 50 player, and now you have his gear. But the Tarkov taketh, and this they say this on Reddit all the time. Tarkov taketh, Tarkov giveth. You know what I'm saying? But it's real shit, man. And there's gonna be that one level 10 player that kills you and gets your gear.
Hmm.
You know? But that's the part of it, man. You high risk, you put on the gear, you put on the good shit. Yeah, you're at risk of losing it, but your chances of surviving are much, much higher. So it's a trade-off, man. And you just have to let it gear. You just have to understand, man. Like gear is you're gonna get more gear. It's gonna happen. You have to
If it
accept you're
comes
gonna
and
lose it.
goes.
Exactly. You're gonna lose it, man. But you're gonna get so much more shit. And don't worry about money. Don't worry about the gear you have. Your scab will get once you learn how to scab and scavenge and loot and where to pick up the loot. It'll be second nature to you, man. When you lose that fucking $500,000 kit, yeah, it's gonna suck. But you're gonna be like, hey, I don't know how to get that back. So that's Tarkov in a nutshell for you, T. I implore you, T, to really give it another chance, man,
I'll
because
give it
you'll
another
really
shot
you
one day.
you will yeah, especially once you get to a point, man, where you're killing, and then we can basically just run the map. That's when Tarkov gets fun, man.
So I'm showing you in the background gameplay footage of Final Fantasy 11, and this scene right here. This is what I used to do for hours. Like this is a party. I think they're leveling, just killing these things and leveling. And you stand and do this, kill one, bring another, and you do that for hours. Like when you look at it, it looks like how in the fuck are you doing that? But I don't know. MMOs do something. They do something to you. Like when you're in it and you're going full blaze and 100% in it, it just pulls you in and you don't understand how much time can be wasted doing that.
They hook
But
you, man. That's what they're designed to do. They're designed to keep you in them, to
you
keep
know,
you playing.
but I mean, I could see myself playing it again when I'm an old man and have nothing else to do, whatever. But not right now, man. I'm trying to get things done.